Right, so I had one more Musa basjoo in a pot near the back door, and I preferably like to get the Musa basjoos all into the ground. So I have a few over here. This is where the Aleppo pine was originally planted, and you can see the soil is it's nice and damp, which will really, it didn't suit the Aleppo pine, but it's going to suit these Musa basjoo. These are actually joined. So I think it'll do well here with cordyline and Tetrapanax. Some formiums, that's the 10x, it's going to be a big one. And this is one of the eucalyptus. It's already starting to peel. This is the can't think of the name of it. It's the white eucalyptus, the white bark. So, or that's what it said in the label anyway. I gave it a couple of feeds, and it's just absolutely started to rocket this year. So, if you're wondering about your eucalyptus, if they're slow, this was kind of slow for about a year and a half, 2 years, and then it's obviously its roots were sorting itself out, and gave it some miracle grow, and it's just doubled. It's basically doubled in size. They get very, very lanky. You got to stake them. So hopefully that Musa basjoo now will fill out that spot in there. The tomatoes are starting to grow. In the pot with the Musa basjoo. I suppose they were self-seeded. These are birch trees. I didn't plant these at all. They just sowed themselves in the pot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birch. So we'll see how long. I'm going to leave them there till they get strong anyway. These are some of the oaks. They're looking really healthy. They've been fed and watered during the dry period earlier on in the year. They'll be going to plant these in the autumn. These are self-seeded mullein plants that have always grown here, and this dry bed, all the gravel and stone, is ideal for them. Originally, the first, like a lot of the plants that I wanted to put in here, were the echium or echiums, and you've got to get them to survive their first winter so they can get through their second season, and they start spreading seed around. And I bought a couple of different types, and none of them survived the winter, so I just dropped that idea altogether. But these always just sow themselves here. So basically they're going to be a yellow version of the echium or echium. Right, so this video is an update on the Tetrapanax. And this was the Tetrapanax, the royal giant. This was the bigger one of the two. And there was nothing coming up here at all. And I basically just left the trunk the way it was. So I decided to chop it back. And nearly almost immediately, after chopping it back there, it's starting to regrow. This is exactly like the leaves that I took up out of the chicken pen. So I've had to put in the sticks to protect it, and this is just going to slowly die back, rot, and hopefully this is going to be the new trunk. So that's good news from this plant. So I think definitely cutting it back helped. This is the second one. There are small little green leaves coming up around it. I'm not too sure if they're weeds or not, but there's no reason why I shouldn't throw out pups. Hopefully it does. So here are the ones that I dug up out of the ground. And they're doing well. Some of the leaves have died back, but some of them are actually doing alright. Yeah, so another little one coming here. So I've blended the soil, the earth that they were in, with some new fresh compost. So hopefully I'll have all the Tetrapanax I need now to populate the path around the field. So one of the plans I have for next year, I'm not going to do it this year, is the old chicken pair, this chain link. And there's a layer of concrete down at the base. This was to stop the dogs or foxes from getting in. But I'm going to cut the chain link out. I'm taking all the chain link out over to here. And the chain link running down the left hand side down to here. I'm taking all that out, taking all the wire out. A lot of the posts and everything are rotten at the base. And the plan is to put in about 4 feet high dry stone wall, just to come around, then a gap, and dry stone wall all the way down and across here. So these were concrete posts that were put in a couple of years ago. I was actually going to just replace the posts for the chicken pen, but I'm not going to get chickens anymore. So the new ones I was putting in down along here, so you can see the wire's collapsed. It's collapsed down. The posts are collapsing. The old ones. That's all going to come out. Put a dry stone wall in. So I dug these out. And it's kind of crappy chicken wire and sheep wire here. I kept the dogs out, but foxes were able to get in now and then. And then I'd have to patch it up. So this one's doing grand. I'm going to put these down on the field side and put some more in, and I'm going to reuse the chain link that's here to bring it down on the field side. Here we go. So when I dug all this out, I threw all the soil back in, and it's rained really hard, on and off. And here's some more. Two. Now they're probably connected anyway under here. There's two more plants. Should move. There's another one. Three. Looks like I broke something. That's a bit of one. Down there. Yeah. So I think once you plant the Tetrapanax and you disturb it, they just spread. If you leave where I chopped when I was doing the first transplant, when you chop those roots that are left in there, they all become new plants. Oh, here you look. So the trunk would have been here, so that's over 2 feet, and it's about a foot out from the original bed of all the manure. So it's kind of like a bindweed if you chop it. You know when you pull bindweed up out of the ground, it just keeps coming back. You got to spray it to kill it off. I'm gonna have to put sticks around these, otherwise the dogs will trample them. Another one. Again, that's over a foot out. So these plants are very vigorous, and they spread.